What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Billy Clinton here, representing the Hero Nation team. Out of time, all in full effect, and I am so excited today. I went to my locals, got top 4, 15-man tournament, and I did not play meta, although some of y'all might, jank on me or whatever because of what I did play. But I played Chain Burn today, and considering that how the format is with Denkos and World Decrees and everything, I didn't think this deck would show out too well, but it did. I went 4-1. Played 2 Kozmo, 1 Red Eyes, 1 Jinzo, and 1 Raid Raptor, and it showed out today. I'm so happy for this deck, and I'm glad that it can actually still play in this meta. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give you the deck profile. We start off with triple of that card D. You know you want to go for consistency, and hey, this helps with that. Triple of the Swift Scarecrow. See that no right there? I gotta put no on all these because whenever your opponent attacks, no, send it to the graveyard, and it ends the battle phase and you take no damage. But for those people that are playing this deck, I want you guys to know that Cosmos can actually play around this because when you declare when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can discard this card, negate the attack, and in the battle phase. But they can banish their monster and still get around this card when they do their attack. So, just a keynote. Double Lava Golem. This actually put in a little bit of work today. Basically, tribute off 2 of your opponent's monsters, and they can have this guy. You can't normal or special when you put this on their opponent's side of the field. They take 1,000 though on each standby, each of their standby phases. All about consistency, so triple pot. Nothing else I need to say about that. 2 Chain Strike. This is the standard for all Chain Burn decks. Activates Chain Link 2 or higher. Take 400 damage for each chain in the chain that this is activated on. So it put in quite a bit of work today. I burned a lot of people for 1,600, some for 2,000. So yeah, when it comes to this deck though, what you do is you let your opponent do most of the work for you. They can usually start off a chain. You don't have to start off every chain by yourself. So the one day apiece. We like things peaceful sometimes before we burn people up. So 1 day apiece. For those, everybody should know what this does, but just a quick heads up. Both people draw 1, and you take no damage until the end of your opponent's turn. So it's good. And another thing with this card, if you know that you're going to play this card, don't set anything. You don't want your stuff to get blind MST'd and you can't activate anything. So the 1 Scapegoat, see that light, man. The 1 Scapegoat, yeah, just for a wall for my tokens here. Nice tokens. Yep. Made these my own self. But yeah, the traps, triple, just desserts. Your opponent has monsters on their side of the field. They take 500 damage for each of them. So triple accumulated fortune. A lot of people like to play 2. I like to play 3. It's a lot of benefits from this card, especially when your opponent starts activating stuff and then you chain to their stuff. So it's chain link 4 or higher. You activate this and you get to draw 2 cards. Triple reckless greed. Draw into your stuff. And this one guy hit me up with this at my locals. He's like, oh, so you activate 3, so you skip your 6 draw phases? No, these stack. You can activate all these, and you still only skip 2 draw phases. So triple threatening roar. So we stop attacks. Your opponent can't declare an attack this turn. This came out of the new Clash of Rebellion. It's Secret Blast. It's basically Secret Barrel, but you take 300 points of damage instead of 200 for each card your opponent controls. And if this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. So, the interesting thing with this card is your opponent MSTs it, you activate it, you send it to the graveyard. They still take the 300 for each of their cards, and they take 1,000 for them destroying it. So, double secret barrel. I was trying the ratio of 3-2 today. It worked out pretty well. This one you take 200. They take 200 damage for each card they control. 2 magic cylinder. You don't. Sometimes you want them to eat their own attacks, and I made a lot of people eat lava golem attacks today with this, so that was pretty fun. 2 Ojama Trio. I don't know if I'll run 3 if I could, maybe, but this basically puts 3 tokens on your opponent's side of the field, so you can use it as a disruptive play if you see your opponent going off. Also, they can't be tributed, but they can be synchroed with, so that's something to watch out for with the deck with Farm Girl and all. I can't remember what the Kozmo. Yeah, Kozmo can sync up with your Ojama Trio tokens. But when the Ojama Trio tokens leave the field, the opponent takes 300 damage. 2 Legacy of Yada. You're supposed to let the opponent start off your chains for you, but just in case I couldn't get my chains started off sometimes, that's why I played this. The 1 Wabaku and the 1 Ring of Destruction. Ring is really good in this deck, so that's why I play it. If there was anything I'd change, I'd make this 3 Wabaku. But other than that, that's the main deck. The key to winning with this deck is side for the side. That's how I thought about it. So I sided for Denko's Royal Decrees. I was ready for that stuff when it hit, and I'm glad I did. So here goes my side deck. The little mini Watt engine, 2 Watt Cobra, 1 Watt Giraffe. This guy basically attacks. All these can attack directly, even if your opponent got monsters on the field. This guy, when he attacks directly, he gets to search for another Watt monster. This guy, if he attacks directly, your opponent can't activate spells and traps. So, triple MST for the Royal Decree. That's the one thing I was really worried about today, and I'm glad I put it in. It got hit on me every game I played with the Cosmo players, games 2 and 3. And each of my Cosmo matches went the distance. And I lost game 3 to 1, and I won game 3 to another. So I'm glad I made that choice. Also, to get rid of the Denko on the board, I played 2 Dark Hole, 1 Regeki. I love this so much. They need to bring back Harpy's Feather Dusters, but they're not going to do that. 2 Shadow and 2 Light. That was for BA, Shadalls, and Cosmo today. And all that put in some work today. Sometimes this would contradict with the Watts, but it only happened once to me today, so not too bad. And a Warning and the Chaos Trap Hole. Chaos Trap Hole, everybody knows what Warning does, but Chaos Trap Hole is kind of like that. You pay 2,000 life points to negate the summon of a light or dark monster and remove it from play. So that's good. So, yep, that was my deck, and it did real good today. Like I said, it went 4-1, and I'm glad I went with this deck choice. Would I take this to a major event? I don't know. I still got to do some more playing with it. I got a whole bunch of decks I'm testing out right now. But, yep. Shout out to the Hero Nation out there. Everybody that's playing Heroes right now. Shout outs to you. I'm a big Hero fan. I've been saying that ever since the Structure deck came out. Actually, way before that. But a lot of people are playing Heroes. I'm glad I'm seeing a lot more people playing Heroes. And shout out to my team, Team Me Out of Time. You know what? Before I actually sign out of this thing, I like to place a shout out to all those that come watch my channel. You know, it's hard for people to come up when you got all the famous YouTubers out there. So I'd like to give you guys some love for everybody that comes by and just shoots me a like or subscribes or something. I got like 37 subscribers. Slowly but surely the channel's coming up. I appreciate everybody's help. If you guys got some ideas for me, let me know. If you guys like to do giveaways or something, just shoot me a comment in the comment section. and I'll see if I can hook up some of you guys that watch my channel. And comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for doing your part for helping me be a better YouTuber. And now, this is Billy Clint from Teeny Out of Time.